Hey T, I'm probably going to make this public, so just refer to it as that. No offense. Um, but yeah, one thing that I find later in life and everything as a targeted for life spiritual being that I am, one of those indigo children, but like people like feed me heavy metals and a bunch of poisons throughout my life, so then I lose some of my powers. But I already knew all that before I came, right? So anyway, I'm getting some of my stuff back with better diet and whatnot. Um, and I'm thinking, some people need a leader. There's like, and anyway, so I don't mind being that, but I don't want to be, hijacked, possessed, or droned, or anything of the sort. To be that, which is something that a lot of the leaders in America and elsewhere go through. Anyway, I have a little eye crud there. Um, my eye boogies. So I was just going to say, the whole point of this video really, um, my greetings into my home is much stricter than it was even just like a year ago. When I let someone into my house now, I'm just going to be like, look, you can't be working for someone or some entity, someone or entity to harm me or my pets or anyone under this roof while you're here. And then you are welcome. And only you know the answer to that. This is why I put it on them. I'm like, look, you're only welcome, if you can meet these standards. Because I have a hard time telling because the mimics and all the demons and everything, they act nice too. And they act nice and and it gets a little like the waters get muddy and then I can't tell if I'm up or down. And yeah. Um so yeah, I do rely on vibes and everything too, in person and whatnot. But I just make the basic contract. In order to enter my home, you can't be working for others to harm me or other creatures under this roof. You know, or my neighbors for that matter. I haven't thought of a good one or two sentence, maybe three short paragraph greetings yet, but it will be along those lines. But the past year, when I find random good objects and I bring them into my home, I'm always chanting inside my head. I'm like, "You're welcome," as long as you're not, here to harm me or my pets. You may. I do this a little addition. All right, I'm like, you may, go after people trying to harm me though. So, I have that little caveat in there just in case, any spirits is listening or entity. Um, and so, yeah, I'm a little bit wiser with who I let in and what I say when I let them in. So I don't know what your thoughts are about this, but, I keep forgetting to ask you because I've been meaning to ask you for like months. I'm like, fuck it. I just make a video and send it to, her social media and see what she thinks. And so that's what I'm kind of doing. Anyway, and I might as well just make it public because, people got to be aware of these things too. People think, like your friend has been your friend for the past 5 years or so, maybe 10. But are they? Are they really? And maybe they're a handler. Maybe there's someone, that's meant to shiv you in the back when the order is given. So you always got to watch it, and they will operate on, the vampire rules. But, if I do, speak with like a vampire, I guess I will, say the exact same thing. You're not, here to, harm me in any way, shape, or form, or any creatures under my roof or my neighbors. With the exception of people that actually mean me harm. If you come here and you fuck with them, then I really don't give a fuck. But anyway, you shouldn't be doing it out of my apartment. Go get your own apartment and go fucking after them. But anyway, I'll shut up. This is starting to get long. You have a good day, and everyone else, peace the fuck out.